Someday, from somebody, I heard that if you hang around the barber shop long enough, sooner or later you will get a haircut. This means that the dreams will work in the right time, and the dreams without goals are just dreams. We need to work hard to make them inevitable. But how could we excel? What should we do to overcome the obstacles in our personal and professional life? This is Elaine Sawafta, a writer and political analyst, and a graduate student in the University of North Carolina at Greensboro. It's an honor to talk in this video about my journey using selected pictures and 3 subtitles. Firstly, my dream and me, both of us born in Palestine. Originally, I'm from Palestine. It's called the Land of Peace, but unfortunately, it never saw peace, especially under the current illegal power of Israeli settler colonialism. And the historical facts mention that this is not the first occupation of Palestine. Hopefully, it will be the last. Palestinian people lived under the British colonialism from 1917 to 1948, and under the Ottoman administration since 1415 to 1917. I resort to the previous information to analyze how I have been influenced by the national context. I grew up in Tubas, that's the largest area in the West Bank. It's located in the north and it's a pretty beautiful village with random red mountains and green plains. In Tubas, I experienced the second Intifada in 2000, which continued until 2006. My most memorable moments are war, killing, fear, hunger, and terrible poverty. Since that period, I promised myself to become an active person in the field of peace and conflict, to participate in conflict resolution process for the Palestinian issue, and to engage in the peace building not just in my country, but in the worldwide. I acknowledge that my dream was very tiring and challenging. It took from me so many years, and I put my blood into this, but I began to catch it with my extended family help. Looks like I got lucky because I lived with an extended family. My childhood was an amazing period because I grew up with my older brother, Samer. We spent amazing moments and sad times, especially when he fell from the 3rd floor at age 5 years old. So I got a lot of values at this period like patience, respect, love, and bravery. I remember these chaotic times every single day. It makes me so dreamy. Secondly, from Palestine to US. I went with my brother to the same schools, but high school was a unique experience for me because I was within top 10 students in the scientific stream. I made so many relationships and I was deeply engaged in the learning and the dreams, especially when I thought that someday I would be an active politician. I stayed at Tubas High School for around 3 years. From that period, I remember very good lessons while my dad was living in another village, so it was the time to care about my mom and my sisters. I faced a lot of challenges due to so many responsibilities, but if we don't like to be under responsibility, we will never do big things. In 2012, I graduated from high school and directly I joined to the engineering college. It was a weird feeling when I saw my dreams shatter in front of me due to the society stereotypes. My family pushed me to study engineering rather than politics, so I can say that I lived 5 years in bittersweet situations. My mother also was an undergraduate student, and the financial responsibilities became more tough. But something good happened. I visited North Carolina as an internship student in the Phase Change Energy Solutions company at Ashboro for 3 months. It was my first abroad journey. I pretty felt like alone. I took a long time to get adapt on my family absence, and finally I addicted on the North Carolina style. This is exactly what an American told me: whoever drinks from American's water cannot live outside it. Yes, I fell in it. One day I heard about the North Carolina Folk Festival. I went to the Arab Community Center. Then I met several great friends from Egypt, Iraq, Jerusalem, in addition to my best friends from the US and India. All of my friends told me that they have a spiritual prophecy that I will be a good speaker on TV. I really realized that I am more creative in the fields of politics and development rather than engineering subjects. I am interested in the cosmopolitan issues, maybe because I lived 3 months in an international environment and we were talking about the global issues, cultures, and languages. My stay in the US was very comfortable and pretty rich in experiences. I knew an amazing guy from Egypt. His name is Abdu. One day the weather was stormy and we were going to Charlotte. We had a car accident, but we remained unscathed. We visited the Hanging Rock, the Grandfather Mountain. We went to the city of New York, the North Carolina beach, and Washington, D.C. I am so appreciative of this opportunity because I discovered that the world is bigger than Palestine or the Palestinian issue. I completely realized that there are some places somewhere out there without conflicts. And so that I started thinking to move from engineering to politics to make my dreams work. I thought outside the box, outside the society stereotypes. Thirdly, my political science chapter. In 2018, I started a master's degree in the field of politics. I graduated in 2021 with my sister. During these 3 years, so many events happened, like my brother's wedding party. I served as head of the Palestinian delegation to the Arab Youth Parliament of the Arab League in Amman, Jordan. It was an excellent opportunity to present Palestine as a member of youth. I earned a huge experience in the field of diplomacy and how I can convey my ideas, messages, pains, and hopes in general dialogue as a public speaker. Same period, I knew my amazing advisor. He graduated from the University of Denver in the USA. And I did more than 20 TV interviews with several locally and internationally TV channels, and seminars and broadcast interviews. Recently, I registered at the University of North Carolina at Greensboro. I started a new chapter in my life. I am currently a graduate student in the field of peace and conflict studies. and I have a plan to continue my studying and do my PhD before I went back to my homeland. Finally, I will miss my family so much, especially my favorite parents, in addition to my Palestinian activities. What keeps me happy is that I am on the right path. I am in the barber shop and I will get a haircut. Recently, I registered at the University of North Carolina at Greensboro. I started a new chapter in my life.